Hello everyone, welcome, happy Tuesday. I'm Jamie Stille, and you may know me as a world and Olympic gold medalist from the Salt Lake City Winter Games in 2002. But I'm a mother of two, a wife, a friend to some really exceptional human beings, a motivational life coach, and an advocate for the Special Olympic movement. I am extremely passionate about helping people, so I'm proud and excited to be able to offer something that I believe will help all of us right now. I too, like many or all of you, have had my good days and my not so good days lately. Some days I feel like I've got this and we are good. And then there are days where I feel like I'm an emotional hot mess. I feel like I don't have my footing. I feel unorganized, confused, frustrated, and irritable. I feel sometimes as though I'm in this busy room and I'm shoulder to shoulder with everyone. And it's suffocating and it's really noisy. I just want to get out, but there's nowhere to go. All I can do is breathe and have faith that it will be over soon. Can you relate? There are many unknowns right now that are creating anxiety, fear, anger, and even resentment. And trust me, I feel you. Fortunately though, I have the tools to work through this in a positive manner. And I'm really privileged to be able to share them with you. But I will be honest and say it takes a decision to be committed and put your best effort forward every day. Now, people ask me, how am I able to stay so positive right now? Well, I do my gratitude lists daily, and that really helps change my state. I meditate every day, and I'm also journaling about this experience because I feel that one day, like I will look back on all of this and go, wow, that time. And yeah, there's been some really great moments too, and memories have been created as well, but we did it. And look how well we did. We are thriving now. I truly believe we will be. I'm wanting to do this simply to help you and your family. I feel it's really important to give where we can always, but especially right now, to help bring our spirits up and to support each other. I thought it would be really appropriate to offer you a free, empowering program in a time of distress and discomfort for everyone to some degree, to help you cope and to even find strength in this. This awesome program is called Standing Firm While Your World is Shaking. This is perfect for what we are experiencing today, but it's also useful for any other challenging times in our lives. I highly recommend using it. So all you're going to need is a notebook, something to write with, and to be all in. I encourage you to let go of everything that you are currently feeling and give as much of yourself as you can right now. Be very present. And moving forward, I will be doing one session each week over the next 4 weeks, every Tuesday, starting today, obviously, April 14th. And over the next 4 weeks, we'll be exploring the technology of how you navigate through this tougher terrain, like we're all experiencing today. And some of the more difficult moments, times in our lives when it may feel like the light is not shining on us or our circumstances or situations. A time that is referred to sometimes as the dark night. We'll be looking at the possibilities and the potentials of this particular juncture in life and the requirement of it for a hero's journey. And we're going to learn how we can have our circumstances without allowing them to have us. We'll learn how to harvest the good those circumstances have to teach us, and we'll learn how to use those circumstances to create a new beginning. But first, it's important to understand this experience we call the dark night and the role it can play in our evolution. The dark night is absolutely inevitable for each of us and all of us. It's not a matter of if it comes, it's a matter of when it comes. The dark night can birth the next larger version of you. It's a time when something greater is seeking to emerge in us. This dark time is a required moment in the evolution of our own soul. What's actually coming to get you is you, a higher experience and expression of you, more capacity in you, more understanding of yourself, and more connection to that in you that is infinite. You are more than this condition and greater than this circumstance. So I want you to ask yourself, how would I like to come out of this? How do I see myself? How we navigate through this terrain, both with the capacities we have developed and those that are seeking to be developed, are essential to evolve the greater possibilities of self. So we can allow this experience or other experiences to either shake us or shape us. We can either get bitter or angry or become the victim to the condition, in which case the experience will shake us. Or we can use those very same energies as an evolutionary driver to take us into the whole next dimension of possibilities of ourselves and the things that we're possible or capable of doing so that it can shape us. You get to decide whether your dark night experience will shake you or shape you. Those who navigate this terrain well say, that was the last thing that I wanted and the best thing that ever happened to me. And I can honestly say that I have endured this many times in my life, and each time I have discovered a lot about myself. Yep, some not so good traits, but also many positive ones. The truth I learned about myself in difficult times is that I am willing to work on feeling better and getting out of my stinking thinking. I have learned that it is important to focus on all of the good that I have in my life at that present time. And I do this through, again, the practice of gratitude. Instead of constantly thinking and focusing on all of the things that are not good. Remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. I've always surrounded myself with positive people who helped me to keep moving in a forward direction, who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, when I felt like I was stuck in a rut and I didn't know how I would ever get out. It was about taking even just one small step each day and really celebrating the wins. I most definitely discovered that the power inside of me to get through that time was greater than the challenge itself. And I realized that even though this experience was unpleasant on so many levels, that because I worked on all of these, a gift at the end of it. It was just hard to imagine the gift during that dark time. Okay, so now here are some tools for navigating the dark night. The first step to managing the dark is to the dark. You can't deny it. You can't do a spiritual bypass. It may be scary and difficult. It shakes your foundation, your sense of security, predictability, and certainly your comfort. You can't do a spiritual bypass on it. Don't deny it. Look it square in the face. The second step is to know that you are more than that. You are more than anything that can come at you. You are more than your circumstance or your experience. Know that the power inside of you is greater than anything outside of you. You don't build this muscle of knowing without facing some things that you may not have wanted to face or that may seem big or scary along the way. We build this muscle of knowing as we face things that seem bigger than us, and then learn to get bigger than those things. And finally, the third step is to get the gift. Life is such an exquisite, loving guide to this journey of becoming truly who you're capable of becoming. Every one of us is loved enough to be given moments that we would never have wanted. But there is absolutely a buried gift inside that experience that can open us to possibilities and potential of self that were always there. So make a decision to live for the full empowerment of yourself. Make a decision to get the gift. Okay, so now for your homework. I want you to take a deep breath and look back over your whole life, the ups and the downs, the light and the dark, easy, difficult, deeply scary, the totally unexpected wins. Know that you are on a hero's journey, and be open to the gift it has to offer you. This week, I invite you to take these 3 steps. Okay, so the first one is dare the dark. I want you to describe your dark night. Don't shy away from it. Describe it in as much detail as you need so that you can look it straight in the face. The second thing is know that you are more than that. Really important, we create an affirmation for ourselves that reminds us of the power that is inside of us, that is far greater than anything outside of us. So, for example, you can write I, and then your name, am so much more than this circumstance. Or I, and then your name, am so much more than my experiences. Or another one, the power within me is greater than this experience, whatever experience you're describing. Or I will have this experience, but I refuse to let it have me. And the third is to get the gift. Okay, you may not know what the gift is right now, and that's totally okay, but just decide to get the gift. So I want you to write something like this. I refuse to have this experience without getting the gift it came to give me. So that's it for our first session of Standing Firm While Your World is Shaking. Good job. Thank you so much for taking time to follow along, and I really hope that this was helpful to you and that you feel with these tools that I shared with you and the work that you're going to be doing now, that you can start to build the strength and the courage to persevere through this time or other times, challenging times, and realize that you can get through it better than you even thought. For next week's lesson, we'll be diving into the principles of a hero's journey, your journey. That's what it's going to look like. I'm sending you loads of virtual love, and I also I want to offer support to you if you need it. So please connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, or you can send me an email to hello@jamiesoleil.com. Please, please, please don't be shy. We all need support right now. And I would love to help you, and I would also love your feedback. I look really forward to next week's lesson, which will be Tuesday, April 21st. And in the meantime, breathe, do the work, stay calm, and be kind to others. We are all in this together. And I think that we can all agree that it always feels better to show compassion and love. All right, have a peaceful week. Take care, everyone.